All right, all you food truckers out there in food trucking land and fellow foodies, we are coming to you live from the Queen City Mobile Food Truck Association annual meeting. We are going to spend the evening sharing a bunch of information with all of our fellow food truckers, including our newest members that have joined the association. And then we're going to be bringing on some people live onto the podcast to do some one-on-one interviews with folks. But until then, sit back, relax, chill out, and hopefully everything technology-wise is going to work. I don't know. It's the first time we tried it this way, so we are live from Bishop's Quarter in Loveland, Ohio. We'll be right back with you in just a second. on the cooking.
Don't be shy.
And I am. We are a Little Taste of Soul. We are a breakfast and lunch and brunch Sunday truck. We are new. So I've been in food service, but this is the first, opportunity I had to own my own. So just looking to get a lot of gems from everybody in here because it seems like there are some very experienced people in here. So we're just looking for information and looking to grow and looking for leads and looking to start. So we'll be starting soon.
Guys, I thank you for letting us fab the trip. It looks pretty badass. So hopefully it's gonna do everything that you need it to do. So now we do have some friends from Dayton that are all sitting back there at the Dayton table. Contrary to popular belief in Cincinnati, you can actually belong to more than one association. So these guys also belong to the Dayton Food Truck Association. They're a part of our family as well. They send us leads, we send them leads, and one of our members that joined up since the last time you guys got together is she's out there, I think, in the back, but we'll bring you guys in a second. Lilias, you guys want to stand up and tell a little bit about Lilias?
I'm Paul. This is my wife Gina. We run Lily's Outside Cafe. Do pulled pork, steak burgers, pulled chicken, best loaded fried delivery. We do tacos and gourmet salad. We're all over. We've been from Kentucky to maybe at least Vandalia. So yeah, and we were in Kentucky about a month ago. So it's crazy. So we're having a lot of fun. I just went full time with it back in November. So it's just being her every day. It's been awesome. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to bring in Dave and Liz Cook. Come on up here, you guys. So Liz and Dave brought me this little burro trailer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a 1970s burro trailer.
So cute.
But it's this little tiny trailer that's all one piece, fiberglass. And it actually had a small window in the rear that they wanted to convert into a flip top. And they wanted to turn it into, a bar. And it was the first time I've ever worked with trying to put a round, peg in a square hole, or however that goes. Yeah. So, bid it out at a certain price, and I probably spent 3 weeks of fiberglass work on this thing, but it turned out pretty good.
So we did this to turn it into a mobile bar. Obviously, we were a restaurant for 16 years in Mount Adams. That's the reason why brick and mortar gone, restaurants due to COVID. We were thinking how to reinvent ourselves. They were driving by and I was like, I wanted one of those little tricycles that you get in Italy, but you can't find them here in Ohio. So saw the thing and turned it in, and Tony did his magic, and oh my God, he did his magic. So it was July, the hottest month in the whole entire year, covered head to toe in fiberglass. So we are a pop mobile bar, and because of the fact that we have our liquor license, we can do non-alcoholic and or alcoholic. So that's what we do now, and part of the group, and love to be a part of it because you guys are pretty rocking.
Do you have a traveling liquor license?
We do, not in Kentucky, only in Ohio.
Anywhere in Ohio?
Anywhere in Ohio. So as long as it's on private property. If it's on
City Park?
city park, no. Unless they agree and approve, but that'll take some time. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for asking. So anyway, love to be a part of you all because, like I said, you're all rocking people. So thank you.
What she failed to tell you is that we also now have a costuming truck in the shop that they recently purchased, and we are going to convert that into a full-blown truck for those guys and it'll be DeVede's. So if you've ever eaten at DeVede's in Mount Adams, they also used to be right up here in Mainville for a little while, next to O'Brien's. And Dave's got quite a few years of cooking experience under his belt. So we're happy to say that we'll be making up that truck, and soon you'll see it on the road to beat. So now we got a bar and a food truck. They don't know what they're getting into. All right, let's get on to some more. So we got Fat Cat's in the house. Where you at, Fat Cat? Come on up here, nerd.
I'm Margette with Fat Cat. We are in the process of getting our truck outfitted by Tony. I started, have a catering business, but due to COVID, you know, that kind of went downhill, and the idea came of opening up a food truck. And so I'm moving forward with it. We're looking to launch August, September.
October.
You didn't tell me that 2 weeks ago, did you?
Sounds like January, maybe.
But no, we're here to just learn and you know, take that leap of faith, and we're gonna be serving comfort food. Right now, I still do catering on the side as well. So just looking forward to being a part of the association. Thanks, guys.
I think Mark was right. 2022 it should be done. Now, for those of you that do have projects at the shop right now, one of the things we're running into that we don't have any control over is getting stuff. I mean, suppliers are giving the COVID excuse out the wazoo, but really what it's come down to, and everybody that I've spoken to on the manufacturing side, is they just don't have labor. And you guys are running into the same shit. You don't have labor. You can't hire people because nobody wants to go to work. Everybody's sitting at home on their ass collecting a paycheck from the government, so they don't have to go to work. So we're all in the same boat. But what that does to me, you know, is that I put a time expectancy on your stuff to be done. And unfortunately, I don't have control over whether or not I can get a 100-pound horizontal propane tank. Because right now, you're lucky if you can find a 40-pound propane tank. Well, you know, it's taken sometimes 6-8 weeks just to get something into the shop that it's the last thing we put on a truck because it just ain't there. So for you that have projects, we do our best to source everywhere we can source, even if it costs a little more money than what we bid out. But we will try and maintain your timeline and get your truck done within reason. You know, it might be a week or two off, but in Mike Martin's case, I think it was about a month off. But we couldn't get the trailer.
And we still can't get the freezer.
So, anyways, Mike Martin's got his trailer done, picked it up this morning from the shop, and so he's ready to get it wrapped, and he'll be back on the street again. Brand new unit. I told him he's going to need a much bigger tow vehicle.
F-450.
Yeah. Another truck that joined us recently is Uproot. I don't know where Eric's at. Eric, if you're still here.
He was out there.
Eric, are you outside? So Uproot Cafe is now serving coffee it's made out at Sonder Brewing Company. He's also set up at Sonder every morning. And this is what kills me because I go get coffee from this guy on my way to work probably 3 times a week. And I pull into the parking lot, there's nobody there. I walk up, I get my coffee, the whole transaction takes me about 3 minutes. I go to the end of my road, I take a right on Montgomery Road, and there's Starbucks. With 20 freaking cars in line all the way out the parking lot.
To spend twice as much.
To spend twice as much money and wait 30 minutes to get a coffee. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. I'm like, this guy. So anyways, if you're in the Mason area, that's where he's set up right now. And you guys can go there and grab a coffee on your way to work. He's there from 7 to noon. And he's got a trailer that we did a lot of work on. And it's up and running, ready to go. So we have our first franchise operation to join the association, Tiki's, back in the back.
That's Brian. This is my wife Chastity, and we purchased a Tiki's franchise out of Florida. So we would be the competitor to come out from based out of Monroe. We actually purchased from them in 19, and of course COVID took over. And we actually this Thursday we'll get our inspection and hopefully have our permit on Friday. Be ready to run on Monday. So it's been a long road. The truck's finally here. Tony's been a great help. Him and all the guys on the fabrication shop, and also the partnership he's got with Macintosh. They helped me. I had an airbag issue with some things, and they helped me out. So they've been a great help, and we're just happy to be here and can't wait to get started.
That's a bad truck.
There's another thing he just mentioned, which is Macintosh. So for you guys that have actually come up to the fabrication shop before, you've seen the mechanical side of the shop. Macintosh Motorsports, they specialize in off-road 4x4 vehicles, everything from brakes and suspension and custom outfitting. They build trucks for SEMA, which is like the biggest truck show in the world, held out in Las Vegas. And these trucks are like $1 million pickup trucks that they build. So those of you that have been to the shop know what the capabilities are under one roof. And so if you do run into mechanical issues, if you do have breakdowns, if you do have failures, you can always bring it up to our shop and Macintosh will take care of you. As a member, you'll get a discount, same as you do with other vendors that do business with us. So it might be a little cheaper for you to come and check out what these guys at Macintosh can do. Now, I will say they're not the fastest in the world. But if you have your truck in the shop and you give them a specific deadline date to get it out, they'll get it done for you. So, and they're pretty awesome. They got, 4 lifts, all of which are, 5-ton lifts. So they can just put it right on there and lift it right up and do their thing. I am not a mechanical guy, so I couldn't tell you the first thing about whatever. I just say, go to them. So, but it's kind of cool to have it under one roof. So now we've got Twisted Eats, which I know he's not here tonight. I think they were running. I think they were doing some food out tonight somewhere.
Regency Park.
Regency Park?
I think so.
But anyways, Twisted Eats is another trailer we just built. We are going to migrate after Dave and Liz's and after the 2 buses that we're going to be doing away from food truck fabrication, and we're just going to do trailers and new trucks. So if you've seen the new Fords that are out, they look like, the, I don't know, what do you call those, the moving trucks? So those are, we've had 2 of them in the shop, and I'm like, that's a square box with nothing wrong with it, man. I was like, I'm going to take that instead. So, we got a friend all the way out. I think you guys are out on the patio. Come on up here from Lumpia Queen. The Lumpia Queen. Where are you? Oh, there they are. They moved inside. It's getting cold. It's getting cold outside. Tell us about you guys.
Well, of course, this is the Lumpia Queen. She's a little shy, but she started her catering business. Everybody was just yearning for a lumpia every time we had office events and things of that sort.
What is a lumpia?
So a lumpia is basically a Filipino spring roll. It has vegetables inside, of course, and then you can have ground chicken, ground beef, or just veggie or ground pork. Pork is mainly what you will find in the Philippine Islands, but of course, being here, we kind of do a variety. So that was kind of like our take, right? And then when the pandemic hit, we were kind of on the borderline between, should we do a brick and mortar or should we do a food truck? So when that happened, we was like, hey, let's check out the food truck. And so we went to the business of looking for a food truck. We found a nice fiber core. And at our first event, I think it was Mama Boys. I don't think Mama's Boys is here tonight. Oh, there you go. There you go. What's going on? We had our first event. We talked, and he's tell us how wonderful Queen City Food Truck Association was, and talked about Tone and how he was up there supporting them all the way from Queen City, and so we kind of reached out. Of course, we're from Dayton. We're part of Dayton Food Truck Association as well, and we've met, Anthony, and been down there to talk to him about our truck. But we also serve what they call chicken adobo, which is a nice, bone-in chicken on top of rice, soy sauce based, a special sauce that she makes. And then also Lola's Punsit. So Lola's Punsit is a chicken noodle, noodles, rice noodles, canton noodles, and also vegetables. So that's kind of the three favorites of the Philippine Islands. And then we kind of, we keep it simple, and then we kind of shake things in there once in a while, depending on what type of event we're at. And so here we are. We've been running since about September, I guess 6 months now. 6 months, and and we've met a few folks, and we're enjoying it. It's a lot of highs and lows, more highs and lows. Best is always best, but once this Ohio weather finally kicks in permanently, we know what to expect. So we're here, and we're looking forward to what the future brings. So thank you, appreciate it.
So it's kind of cool that you guys all get to meet each other tonight. We have one more truck, I think, that's here tonight. Any Style here? Hey, come on up, girl.
Tell them about what you got.
All right, Any Style Hot Dog and Catering was built by my husband in August when the pandemic hit. He decided to build a cart, mobile food cart, so he's the man. But we have 100% beef, hot dogs, Polish, vegan dogs. We're now going to be selling French fries, loaded, Southern style fries, chili cheese style fries, chips, drinks. So yeah, we're new, August of last year, so we're happy to be a part, and it's fun.
Now all I gotta do is get her to carry Bruce City sausage. So another bus that we built out earlier in the year, Andre, Garnia. You guys really haven't had a chance to introduce yourselves yet to everybody. The last event, we really didn't get a chance to speak much, so you want to come up and tell them a little bit about Tasties on the Go? Oh, she's like, damn, my knee hurts. I don't want to give up. Shit. This woman's a workaholic.
You ain't gonna be running a food truck much longer. You keep that up on the video.
So we're Tasties on the Go, and we initially specialize in soul food, but with the truck, like we decided we didn't want to do that every day, so we kind of went, switched it up a little bit, and we throw our soul food in there every now and then, depending on where we at. So, but what we have specialized in is our burgers, the fish, and the chicken. And we make all our sauces from scratch. And the burgers are never frozen. They're freshly ground beef. So with this, what I've learned is the food truck business is so different from catering. And all I can say is you got to love what you do. You got to love it. And it's, we kind of, when we got our truck, it was the beginning of the cold season where everybody normally shuts down. Well, we worked all through the winter. So, what I do know, this February coming, I will not be open. We had to work to get our name out there as far as the food truck goes. The catering, I got that. That's nipped in the bud. But as far as the food truck goes, we had to do what we had to do, and we survived. But it's a lot of work, and a lot of days we was cold. I'm talking about fingertips. I'm like froze to death. But hey, we here and we ready. And we rocking. I'm gonna get this knee.
I want to say one more thing to y'all. For all the new food trucks, please take your time and find out what y'all are good at, what everybody wants.
Yep. Stay in your lane.
And skip everything else. It's gonna save you a lot of overhead. It's gonna save you a lot of headache. And it's going to save you from throwing away a whole bunch of stuff that you could have used for something else. That's all I got to say.
And where is City Bells? You here tonight?
She's here.
Come on over here, girl.
She's gonna be in Owensville.
Let's talk about these. Stuffed pies, deep fried.
I sell homemade fried pies. I have 10 flavors now. All the crust and fillings are all made from scratch. I don't have a truck yet, but that's in the works, so hopefully in the future.
Yay!
So yeah, I operate out of a tent right now, so, and all the pies are made in my licensed home bakery.
Awesome.
So, ideally, she would like to tag team up with you guys on Food Truck. So you can always reach out to her on social media. As you can see, as these are scrolling by, you can see all the trucks that we have now that a couple of people couldn't make it tonight. Walk to Taco. Corey, I don't know if he's here tonight or not. I don't think he's here. Alright. Queens of the Crop, they're down south on vacation, so obviously they couldn't come up. Drifter Shack, another one. Zay's is out in Las Vegas, so I understand, that people are out doing their thing, and just wanted to make mention that they're here. We also have a cone of ice. Can you turn that up a little bit? All right, so before we get out of here, is there anybody that I forgot to mention that signed in that I did not get to? Well, come on up here, Miss Andrew. Queen City Chicken and Waffle.
I was fashionably late, but that was for a purpose.
Talk about your trip.
So Midwest City Bistro was launched during the pandemic. We've had quite a good time. To echo what this young lady said about operating in the winter, that takes a special kind of hustle. So you really have to be about the food truck business if you want to operate in the winter. And I'm not sure if we want to do that again. But for all the highs and lows, like many of you have said, there have been a lot more highs. I've had an opportunity to build some great relationships with some really good people in and outside of the food truck business. I'm also a realtor, so I've gotten some clients while serving tacos, so that was good too. A little bit about what we serve. We have a rotating menu. We have salmon burgers, tacos, empanadas, fries. We do a lot of different things. We've had some great reviews, and we look forward to continuing in this business and meeting some more people. Glad to be here today with all of you. Hopefully a great opportunity to network and learn a little more about what you've been doing, some of your highs, some of your lows. I think we can learn a lot. We've already learned a lot. Just a little plug for Tony. This was a couple days before my inspection. And we had water gushing from underneath the truck. So I'm crawling around underneath the truck like I have any idea what I'm doing. I'm like, I don't see any holes. Like, what's going on? Can you tell me? Can you get the truck in? Like, I need help. I got an inspection. He said, when? I'm like, today. So he said yes. He said, I don't know if I can be there, but I'll get somebody there for you. So we took the truck up, and his guys, I have to call them Houdini maybe. They work some magic. And whatever it was, they got us together, and we were on the road. And we obviously passed our inspection, which is great. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. The reason why I joined the Food Truck Association was really being a new truck. You want leads, you need leads. You don't have relationships, nobody knows you. So it was an opportunity for us to get our name out there. The membership has paid me back in dividends. I can't even explain. We've gotten so many leads. Our name is out there. We have at least 2 calls a day now for catering events, corporate events. AJ's Cheesesteaks, I see her wife here, Laura, and I don't know where Ty is, but he introduced me to Tony and the Food Truck Association, so I appreciate you guys, and always there to answer the phone when we have questions. Thank you so much for doing that for us. So I just encourage anybody who doesn't have a truck yet, keep pushing until you get it, and for those of you who do, continue doing what you're doing. this is not an easy business, and I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult it can be. So, again, I appreciate the community that you guys have here, and glad to be here tonight. So, thanks for giving me the opportunity.
So,
I do want to thank Logan. I'm sorry, I have one more thing.
yeah.
Logan, I believe it's Scott. I've never met him.
Not here tonight.
Let's take it easy.
Anytime I inbox him, he answers. Scott.
Immediately.
I go back
He does.
to Scott, feel like best friend.
Yep.
Never met him.
He's on that phone
They
like.
answer anytime I ask them.
Yeah.
They have an answer for me. So those are two good guys. So, you know, man, I don't know. I know I go back to work with them, that I've never even met him.
Well, thank you for that, because Logan is pretty prompt on getting back to me as well. So one thing I want to talk about real quick, and this is going to be an elective thing that you all can do. If you guys are out there listening, this is very important for the upcoming season. So about a year ago, we talked about doing truck bucks. Okay? So we decided that we were going to take this to a different level this year, because no other association's doing this, and we find this as a way to drive traffic to your mobile units, no matter where you're at. So what we're going to do is, on our website, we're going to create a page that you have to opt into to sign up to accept these truck bucks. It's not going to cost you anything. Here's the way it's going to work. So each one of these truck bucks has a different face value on it. $1, $5, $10, $20. We're going to use it as a promotional tool for the association. So when we're out at an event or something and we want to promote ourselves, just like we did at the Loveland business meeting a couple weeks ago, we gave away, we're going to get into that in a second. We gave away $100 in truck bucks. And so what we need to do now is, the person who won said, well, where can I use these? And she started naming trucks that aren't in our association. And I said, no, you can only use them on trucks that are in our association. And she said, well, where are those at? And I said, well, you can go on our website and look at all the trucks. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a page that surrounds truck bucks. And then we're going to take these truck bucks and we're going to start putting them in these little pamphlets that go to everybody's house. Yeah. Because they can clip these out and they can take these to your truck, and every one of them's going to have its own individual barcode on it, so you can't reproduce them, you can't copy them, you can't duplicate them. It's only going to have one number that's good for one-time return. All you do as a truck is you take this into your truck as cash, but you don't give cash back as change. Okay? So if your food item costs $8 and they give you a $10 truck buck, you don't give them $2 back. You keep that. You bring that truck back to the association, we give you the $10 face value on the truck buck. You just made $2. Now, if you don't have, say the person's only got $5 and their item costs $8, well, they give you a $5 truck buck, they give you $3 in cash, whatever they decide to tip you, you return that $5 truck buck to us, and we will keep the truck buck and reimburse you for it. Yes, sir, Tyler.
How do I scan the barcode and know it's not?
It's not a barcode. There's an individual printed number, just like on your dollar bill. It's a 7-digit number that we will have into a spreadsheet that tells us whether or not that truck buck's valid. Okay? And that way it can't be reproduced. It's just like money.
The circular, in the coupon circular.
Correct.
Well, I just meant in the truck. Like, how do I know? Like, how do you know it ain't $50 of fake money in the truck?
You're not, there's nobody going to have these that can be reproduced with the same serial number that's on them and the same quality, because these are not only going to be printed on the front, they're also going to be printed on the back with the details, with the serial code number, and with the logos of each truck that opts in for this program. Okay? So it's not going to cost you, again, anything to do it. We just want to use it as a marketing tool for the association. We want to help generate more revenue and traffic to your food trucks, and we use this as a tool to do that. So we are going to launch this within the next month, and if you want to opt into it, We're simply going to have an opt-in page on the website. You sign up, say, yes, I'd like to be included, and then we will put your logo onto the back of the truck. But yes, ma'am.
So the flyer, the little thing, where is that gonna go? Because we're all in different areas.
Well, we're going to test market. So right now, this is Loveland, Westchester, Mason, Fairfield is where this is distributed. We'll try that out, and we'll see what kind of return we get. It's just like anybody else advertising in one of these, community circulars. It's a numbers game. Print 15,000 of these things, and you get 1,500 in return. Then you can do your percentage, and you know it was a good spend.
Maybe you could rotate like the neighborhood.
And we will. We're just gonna test this and get our feet wet. But I'm telling you guys, you have the option right now to opt in when we build the page and send it out to everybody. So there you go. So that's just another way that we are thinking about generating revenue for your trucks. So, let's see. We are at 8:57. We're going to open up our microphones for the podcast as soon as this is over. We do want to give a shout out to Mama Bear's Mac and Cheese. They took down second in the city for mac and cheese. That's going up against restaurants. That's not going up against food trucks only. That was citywide against restaurants and other food trucks, and they took down second place mac and cheese in the city. So kudos to you guys for putting out an excellent product. Ashley and Ryan took down third place for burger in the city against restaurants. Sweet Jazz Treats has been selling her ass out everywhere she goes. By the way, your truck is looking pretty good.
I hope so. I'm paying a lot.
Excuse me, but you ain't paying me anything. Well, we know the pimento cheese is rocking, right? What'd you guys get? Third in dessert or third in huh?
Local snack.
Local snack was it first? Third in local snack.
Crippos, Head of the Woods, and then
Crippos.
Damn Crippos.
So, is there anybody else tonight that we have not had or introduced? Yes, sir. Come on up. Because I don't think we've met yet.
No.
First time tonight, right?
My name is Mark, and I'm with Queen City Chicken and Waffles. I noticed that y'all here at Chicken and Waffles too. We do a little different twist to Chicken and Waffles. I know it sounded kind of trendy when we started. I started back in 2016 actually, and we ran for a couple years, got good feedback, and like last year was just like a bust on everything. But so I decided, because I still had the trailer, I decided I needed to work or get off the pot. I didn't know. I do, I'm in real estate, and I do screen printing and vinyl signage. That's a plug too if anybody ever needs t-shirts. But my passion is food though. I love food. I love to eat, so I love to cook. And I was like, well, with this COVID year, either I'm gonna cook and do it right or just be done with it. So I had a talk with my nephew and my son. I was like, look, man, what you want to do with this trailer? He's like, you want to cook? I said, let's do it. So here I am. It's funny that the first couple years, I never even thought about getting into a food truck association. A couple people told me about it, and I was like, okay, well, I actually booked a lot of stuff without one, but it's very time consuming and it's not consistent. So I was like, I have to get in with a association to try to, kind of speedball some things. So this is where I'm at with it. I'm trying it. Like I said, we do different variations of chicken and waffles. I'm more niche with it. Like I do a shrimp and grits cornbread waffle. I do a cornbread and chili waffle. We got different variations of loaded fries, loaded waffle fries. And if it's not just waffles. If it's not just waffles, it's a waffle themed base. So I got a lot of good different recipes, and like I said, I got a lot of good feedback. So come check me out, Queen City Chicken and Waffles. You'll hear from us.
Hell yeah.
No wrong with chicken and waffles.
I want some chicken and waffles.
So hungry right now.
I know. So we built out, obviously you guys have already met Rob from Folks in Motion. We built out his truck. So now he's sitting up on Colerain with 2 rigs sitting up there, and he said it's increased his business substantially. So glad to know that you guys are doing well out there. I think at this point what I'd like to do is to open up the mics to the podcast scenario. Now, does anybody have at this point any questions about what's coming on this year? Yes.
Unfortunately, when you reach our age, it's something we all face. And on the other side of that, this man works tirelessly, relentlessly, and in a dedicated format which I've never seen. And I nag at him constantly, and I'm not even his person, to take a day off. There's this thing I keep telling people about in this industry, and it's called boundaries.
That's true.
We all need them. We all need a day off. We will all get burned out. Angela's is closed on Mondays, I heard. Amen to Jesus. Oh, no, say it isn't so. Ah, so Judy.
These are for you, my love. To take to your
And this is a collection of cards and notes to you and Judy, as well as $650 in a gift to thank you. This is a thank you gift from everyone in this room and beyond. Logan also was part of that. He wasn't here tonight. I know there's times when Tony works and he doesn't feel the love because we're all so busy. And so I urge you as just a friend and a member of the association to never forget your roots and never forget the people that are behind you that have lifted you up to the moment that you're in this day. And that we're all here together to serve the community. We're all in our own department, and hopefully you've all found your own niche and your own lane. And we're all here to support each other and love each other as a family of this association. And Tony, thank you for all that you do and your love of this association. That's all I got.
Guys, this is awesome. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much.
We love you guys.
We do, we love you.
I don't know. Well, I think that'll pay for 2 of the entry fees to the Brews and Birds.
Tony.
I'm just kidding.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much, you guys.
Give
You
it back
gotta
and
go.
I'll give you 100 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to work on the Zeppelin.
Now, if you guys ever need stuff, you know that there's a phone number. I had a weirdest call the other day from a lady, and I knew it kind of felt like it was somebody from somebody else testing us out. And she said, "Well, why should I join your association over the other one?" And I said, "Well, you're on the phone with me."
There you go.
Hey, Tony. Yes, sir.
Was that you? Was that you? So now are you joining?
My name is Tony Rachel. I'm the owner, Janice, my wife, and we're the owners of A Taste of Cajun and More. I've been cooking all my life. I'm a chef at a senior citizen place. My last year, I'm retired. 37 years cooking. I'm really tired. I'm tired. I'm so tired. But my wife had called and spoke with Tony. She's the one that does all the phone calling. I tell you, stay out of the kitchen, baby. You do all the other work, you know. But go ahead, Tony. What you say,
No, I was just calling to ask, and because I was getting frustrated trying to get in contact with the Cincinnati food truck.
Wow!
And I spoke with Andrea, my son. She was at my son's gym, and my son said, "Mama, they are really moving up there, so you need to talk to Andrea." So I talked to her. So let me call you, and here we are.
We love to have you.
All right.
You guys are a lot friendlier than the other folks. You know, I'm telling you, we've been quiet, but we kind of listen to everyone, and we've really enjoyed ourselves. Looking forward to really talking with you. And I have a major problem, so I need your help.
There you go. Recruiting 101. Answer the phone. All right, so we're going to open these up. Guys, I thank you so much. We do have business cards out here from all of our different associate partners that we do business with, including Tony. You were with us on the podcast talking about insurance. If you guys need health insurance, life insurance, whatever, you can stop by and talk with him a little bit. Mix and mingle, get to know each other, please. You never know when you're going to call upon somebody and ask them to fill in for you. Obviously, we've got our business cards. Take our cards, share them with other people, hand them out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And then I know I'm in a very loud room with a bad microphone.
See you soon.
I am not sure if somebody is jumping on the microphones here. Stay tuned.
Okay, we are back live, and we are with Mr. Craig Mercer, Little Taste of Soul. We just got done doing their food truck up at the fabrication shop at Street Food Ventures, and he's on the mic with us tonight to tell us a little bit about what they got coming and what's going on. So tell us about what you guys got planned menu-wise on the truck.
So we're called A Little Taste of Soul. We're a breakfast and brunch truck. We're gonna have a wide variety of different menu items, from French toast. We specialize in different kinds of French toast, pancakes, eggs. Then on the lunch side, we'll have burgers and chicken tenders and mac and cheese, and we'll have a variety of different sides that we'll swap in and out from day to day. We're just truly excited to be a part of Queen City Association and just get started. This has been my wife's dream since we've been together, to make this happen. So I'm very excited to be able and blessed to be able to put her in this position to live out her dreams, and we can really do what she's been wanting to do ever since we've been together.
So, girl, since you're going to be doing all the cooking and everything on the truck, tell me a little bit about what you're envisioning. I mean, you're going to run like how many days a week you think you're going to run?
Ideally, we would like to run about 4 to 5 days a week. I know it's a grind in the beginning, so if I have to be out there 7, we'll be out there 7. But ideally, we would like to work 4 days a week. We got 3 boys, so we want to spend some family time.
Yeah. So I noticed a while back you had posted where you could park your truck and plug it in, and I'm like, hello, McFly.
we knew we had you, and we were just looking for
something a little closer to the house. But so we knew we had you, but we were just looking to maybe 10, 15 minutes away from the house, so it'd be more convenient for us. That's all.
Well, yeah, we got a spot if you need. We can plug it in. Keep you up.
We did find somewhere, so we are gonna plug up at what is it?
It's in Laughlin.
Yeah, the new commissary kitchen.
Yes.
So they had a truck leave. We went and seen them, and they didn't have any spots for us.
Right.
We were panicking.
That's when I wrote the post.
And then she just reached out to us like last week and said they had someone move or leave, and they have a spot, and we're jumping on top of it. That's right.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So, are you going to be working with her or no?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
So I'll be the face. I'll be the customer service side. I'll be taking the orders and doing all that good stuff and interacting with the customers and building that rapport, and she'll be the magic in the back.
All right. Well, I'm excited because we actually pulled it out where it's been parked for the past 6 months, and we put it right there, and I told the guys in the shop on the mechanical side, I said, all you got to do is put the airbag on it. I said, once the airbag's on it, we can take it down the Vivid Wraps and get it wrapped. So it's ready to go. We're going to put the AC unit on it. That's all we got left to do. And that AC unit that's on there, we had 3 places we could have put that AC unit, and I said, you need to put it all the way up to the front. I said, that way, when the air comes, it's blowing right down on the cooking line. I said, she's going to appreciate this thing being all the way to the front of the truck.
Definitely.
That air is going to be angled down, and we tested it. We put it on there, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, that's hitting me right on. I said, if I'm cooking on this line, and that's just coming on my right side, I'll be happy.
Right. Nice.
So it's done. It's ready to go. I'm excited about the truck, too. It looks good. Everything's bolted down. Everything works. All we got to do is go get it wrapped. So you guys got it set up for what? What date?
April 19th.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. Yep. Got the paperwork filled out for the health department?
It's halfway filled out.
Got the paperwork filled out for the health department?
Yeah, it's filled out.
It's only been 6 months.
I know, right?
Damn.
The days start coming real fast, Like you look up and it's like, oh.
We travel so much for basketball.
Oh, I know. I seen it.
On the weekends, I mean, we're somewhere different every weekend. We turn around.
So well, it was actually happier that it kind of got pushed back a little bit because it's allowing us to finish
out this travel
season with the
basketball
kids.
season, and then we get rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have you guys with us. It really is. And I appreciate you putting your trust in us and building your truck.
Do exceptional work.
We're thankful that we chose you over some other options that were out there. So I'm blessed that we
guys.
chose to go with you.
Yep. All right, we're going to try and wrestle up somebody else come on this podcast, but stay tuned. We'll find ourselves somebody else. We got somebody here from the Clear Mountain Food Park we're going to talk to, so I'm going to talk to these guys real quick. It's going to be an East Side hotspot location. It's called Clear Mountain Food Park. It's going to be right off a half-acre road in 32. And I don't know. Do we have a projection date yet of when this might come online?
Well, we're at least going to break ground by the latest next week.
Yeah.
For construction.
Well, introduce yourself.
My name is Josh Grace, and my company is Agri Farms LLC. We are an excavation company, and we are the ones that will be heading up all the grading and bringing everything in for the food truck park.
Clear Mountain.
Clear Mountain Food
Clear
Truck Park.
Mountain Food Park.
That's such an awesome name, isn't it?
So that's got some history out there in Claremont County, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's really crazy. And there's also another company in Mount Orab called Clear Mountain. So I didn't know anything about it until we started this program. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think it was Ken that told me about that. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And the history behind it, I'd actually suggested that we have a plaque with the history on it.
Yep. So we got Clear Mountain coming online. They're going to start doing the grading next week. The building's already there, so I mean, I'm assuming you guys are doing some remodeling on the inside of the building.
Yes, there's some remodeling going on, and then I've also been working with the electrician to make sure that we can service all the food trucks that will be coming in, so there won't be any hiccups when we're done. We're also making sure that there will be some shade for the nice dog days of summer. I mean, I think it's fantastic that the location is perfect for all the camping that's going to be going on, because we're a half a mile from Eastgate Campgrounds.
Right.
I mean, that's fantastic. Every camper that drives by will get to see us, and I mean, how could your mouth not start watering when you see a bunch of food trucks?
Plus, if you don't feel like cooking on a camp griddle or in the mobile home or whatever the hell you got at the campgrounds, you know, you just like, screw it, let's just go over to the food park.
Who does on the Friday night when you pull in? You're like, shoot, I've been driving for 5 hours. I'll just go to the food truck park.
So did Ken, have you guys set any hours yet as far as when you think you guys are going to be open?
You know, I think the sky's the gambit here.
Yeah.
You know, you've got, I think the entertainment factor, which is live music and trying to, you know, all those campers and all those residents that are in Batavia, Williamsburg, Mount Orab, that might be looking for some great event outside, and they can go listen to some great live music at the campground, and then take their family to go grab a bite to eat at one of the great locations there.
Plus Purina's coming in down the street.
Purina's coming down the street.
Millicron's there.
Yeah.
Then you got the college.
And who knows what Purina is going to be attracting to the area. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty dramatic what happens around that area.
Right.
So,
did you see how big that plant is going to be?
It's the largest construction project in Cincinnati in the last, I think, 2 or 3 years, other than the FC Cincinnati project.
It takes like 2 minutes to drive past that area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's massive.
That's awesome. So that's going to parlay into a lot of hungry employees.
That's what I was thinking.
Because they certainly don't want to eat dog food.
Yeah. Well, not only that, Tony, but I think the real key is that people want an experience.
Yeah.
And so you've got the Food Truck Association and the trucks, but then you've got the other added impetus, which is creating an experience that, on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, a family can take all their kids to a place, they can run around, they can bring their dogs, and get great food, have some great activities, and enjoy a great evening.
Yep.
And so that's what this is about, is creating an experience. So
that's awesome.
And I have to tell you, it's all because of your vision. Because my brother
I'm going to agree with him on
came
this.
back and he said, Mark, wait till you meet this guy, Tony. He is amazing. He has told me everything I need to do, and he's given me my marching orders, and I'm following it.
I think it's become like a perfect storm between Tony and you guys at Ken and everything that you guys have done. I mean, it makes it so much
Josh, too. But Josh really made the construction side happen, because you can have the great ideas, you can have the vision, you have the great food.
Somebody's got to build it.
You got to build it. And this guy made it happen because he loves the idea. He loves, he's passionate about this vision that you guys have created. So
You guys know how much food I'm going to eat from
free
this
beer,
place.
free
Oh
food for
my
life,
goodness.
right? We're going to have to give you a food truck pass.
I'm game for that. I'm game for
anytime
that.
this guy presents his card, man, that's it. You get free food.
Tony, thank you so much, man.
I appreciate you guys
grateful.
coming tonight. Sharing
We're grateful.
These guys are excited about it. So
Yeah, it sounds like
it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. We'll book a bunch of trucks out there. I already got half the east side trucks are like, tell us more. When is it going to open? How do we get booked? So it's not going to be a problem getting food out there.
Even my network of like customers and stuff, I've already talked to them about it, and they're like, "Wait, food truck park?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Where?
Where is that going to be at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
You got to
When?
tell me about that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, there's going to be live music." They're like, "Hold on, we're going to have live music outside with food trucks?
Yeah.
And it's outside of fairgrounds? Oh my goodness!"
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing project. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I am so excited about this. From the music, the food, the activities, the kids, it's going to transform that area there really well.
My favorite job of the year. Guarantee it.
So, timeline. What are we looking?
June,
July?
Okay, so we're gonna break down.
We
We're
got
gonna break
permits,
ground
right?
next week.
Yeah.
I think it's actually gonna come down to when everything gets inspected from the electrician side.
All right.
I mean, we're not gonna have very much plumbing, so everything
Right.
comes from the electrician, and I've been working with him very closely. He's actually pretty awesome. I'm really grateful to work with him. I'm glad that everybody that's working on this project is pretty awesome, and I think it's really going to come together. I'm hoping for beginning of June is what I'm hopeful for, but I can't put anything down because at the end of the day, once everything gets inspected, it depends on how long it takes Claremont County to come out and inspect it, et cetera,
So we
et
got
cetera.
groundbreaking next week. Probably should have a food truck out there.
I would recommend it. I would highly recommend it. You realize that there are at least 5 people that stop and ask me what I'm doing out there?
Yep.
And I mean, those are potential customers.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, small town like Williamsburg, that spreads like wildfire.
Yep.
There are 2
We got to get
school
that
trucks.
logo finalized so that we can
I agree.
put a sign up right there on the corner.
There's 2 school buses that drop kids off there every afternoon. Like clockwork.
And parents are picking them up there?
You can't tell me those parents aren't hungry
Oh, yeah.
when they're sitting there waiting 30 minutes for the school bus to arrive.
Yep.
They show up 30 minutes early.
I think the real key is, and that has been since time immemorial, that wherever the traffic flow is, you got to be near. So 32 is just an eighth of a mile away from the food park. So anybody traveling along 32 from Sardinia, all the way from Athens, to Cincinnati, because that's why Eastgate is such a busy location, because people drive all the way out from Athens, Ohio to Eastgate. People in the country, they've got a little bit more time on their hands. They enjoy life. It's simpler, it's slower. They're willing to drive a lot more distance. And we saw that at the Afton Gold Star when it was open, that people came from all over. That's why it was the busiest Gold Star in Cincinnati for
That's crazy.
so many years. Yeah.
Really? All the way out there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry.
Well, listen,
But,
gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming on the show tonight. This
Tony,
will be on
thank
YouTube.
you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Greatly appreciate it.
Once the
We
logo's
appreciate
done,
your leadership on this.
we
really
need a
do.
big old poster out there, big old sign out there. All right. Well, as soon as Ken gets back from
We're
Florida.
almost ready to stay on another half hour.
Hang out, guys. We'll be back in a bit with somebody else. So. Got another guest with us right now. Big Dog's Pizza from Westchester just opened up their mobile unit. It is a full-blown pizza truck.
Yes, it is.
Complete with a dual deck or
Dual deck,
dual deck
two deck,
pizza?
yeah. I mean, there's no point in getting one when you know
Right.
at some point you're gonna need two.
Well, you need to step on in here and put them.
This
She's
is the
like-
lovely Melissa.
She's like, no, I'm not putting those on.
She's not much of a talker.
Wow. It's not TV. You're on the radio.
Yeah, just
And
get
it's a
on the radio,
podcast.
baby.
You can even cuss.
You can even cuss. That's
I'm
correct.
just kidding. We try to keep
On
it
my first
family
podcast,
friendly.
I used to do a radio show, and I had to keep it on the down low. And the first podcast I ever did, I said, gentlemen, I need to pause right now, and I just say one word, and it was the F word. And I felt great because I couldn't do it on the radio.
No FCC regulations on that side.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So, but this is a clean podcast. We're not about the F word. We're about food trucks.
So let's get into the why and the where and how come.
Well, I tell you what, it's been the business has been doing very well. I've owned Big Dogs is from was formed in '97. Original owners ran it till about 2011. I actually worked for them off and on during those years, and some of those years I actually went and started my own shop for 8 years called MV Pizza. When they retired, they were either going to shut it down or they're going to sell it to me. I mean, it was a great situation. Got a good deal on the business. It's a very nice, well-built business. As far as the product's good, the recipe's good. Actually, a lot of the recipe I actually helped them with. A lot of the pizzas I designed for them early on, and then had my own place. So when they were ready to sell, they sold it to me for a good price, and I took it over back in 2012. Made a few adjustments to what they do, and ever since then been doing very well. Been growing pretty much every year, and then 2019 was our best year by far, and then 2020 blew the hell up because of COVID. We were just in a great position. We had delivery options, DoorDash, Grubhub, Slice, which for people who don't do pizza, Slice is like a DoorDash for pizza joints. They're very popular. They're very pizza centric. They have better way to order the pizzas. You know, you can do half and half kind of stuff, whereas most ordering platforms don't allow that. And then we had all those in place already. when everything hit, people could still get everything from us, either calling, carry out. Everything's a carry out to us. We don't actually have delivery drivers or anything like that. So we had all that in place, and everybody just kind of. I keep telling people we were kind of like toilet paper, to everybody else, where they cleared the shelves off of toilet paper. They cleared the shelves off of our pizza. I mean, just people are just that's the thing that they could grab onto when they were stuck at home.
That's the thing that could be
And
delivered.
it was a comfort thing, And we were there, and I never closed. I didn't close for anything. I didn't close for nothing. I didn't change my hours. And actually, I stayed open late for some periods of time, just to kind of, people just were just anxious to have something of normality. And we were there for that, and we appreciated everything that we got. And then we blew up. Second quarter last year was insane. And it's just been great ever since. And then we gained a lot of business from that. Some local competitors closed. The donut shop in our strip mall, which was a hugely popular donut shop, closed. I mean, because there's no donut delivery.
Right. And they were on the donut trail too, right?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stan the Donut Man.
Yep.
Trust me, he is a great institution. And, then they closed, and, Fratelli's, which is our closest, mom and pop competitor,
right?
They closed for a while, and we're, looking around I cannot believe this is, our luck. And, all these new customers just flowed in. And we took advantage of it. I mean, we just enjoyed it. And for a while there, I kind of had this survivor's remorse where I'm looking at this going, okay, people around me are closed, and I'm just raking it in. And, it took me a while to go, you know what, screw it. You got to just take advantage of this situation. Not that because, your competitors are not doing well or anything else. Just enjoy the fact that you're doing well and go forward.
So what made you get into a food truck?
So
is that your idea? Huh?
No, well, she pushed me. I looked at the a second location was in the works, and I'm like, I originally within the past 5 years I've actually been trying to start another brewery. During the brewery craze, and I have a friend who's a very good brewer, and we had a group. And we were working on that, and we just kept coming up against issues. We got really close at one point in time. A couple of years ago, we had, the trustees in line, we had investment, we had all this stuff, and then the whole thing fell through because the person that owned the property defaulted on their loan, and it was a mess. So I'm always pushing to do something.
Right.
But second location, brick and mortar. Just thinking about the expenses. Food trucks, I saw, especially from your work, the Queen City Food Truck Association, how food trucks kind of flourished during the COVID situation, and they're just the flexibility of it is really what attracts me to it.
Yeah, you can set your own schedule.
Right.
Yep.
Your own schedule.
And you don't have to have as many employees.
You can be where you need to be, when you need to be. Right. You can do all these things and be where you need to be when you need to be. And it's just, and there's a prestige to it, to having the truck at your location for your reception or for your this or for your kid's graduation party, or there's like this whole kind of prestige to it. So it's a rolling billboard for your business. So it's only going to make my brick and mortar busier and more popular.
Right.
So it just win all around, as long as you can afford to do it. And then the government was just giving out small business loans for practically nothing. So I took advantage, and instead of buying cars like I've seen other small business people do with their SBA loans, or motorcycles or something stupid, I said, you know what? No, I'm investing in this business because it's been paying me off and it's been doing me well, and I'm just going to go there.
And a food truck never loses its value.
Let's hope not.
Unless it's a broken down piece of shit on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But if you take care of it and you put the right equipment in it and you keep it clean.
I still got to talk to you about those bags. I think that's a good idea. Every bump I hit on that thing and it rattles that damn oven, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you got to put a little
Goes
suspension
back.
in between
Yeah,
there.
need some suspension in
Yep.
there.
Well, at least you got the right regulator situation figured out now.
Oh Lord, man!
You know.
Don't have that 1-inch feed line for the ovens, for the gas lines. Boy, I tell you what, 3/4 minimum
Yeah.
on the gas lines
Yeah.
to get that sucker up to speed.
So when's the other side of the truck getting wrapped?
There's one. I would say 1/10 of it is done. He had about half of it done. He was angry about it, ripped it off, and called me after the fact and said, I didn't like the way it looked. I ripped it off. Part of the logo was in the wheel well, and it chopped off. I'm like, I actually kind of wanted that. I wish you would have sent a picture of it. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I ripped it off already. I'll redo it. It's on me anyway. So I'm like, okay. So...
I mean, that's like,
I have a very anal retentive.
Super hot, supermodel just put makeup on one half of her face.
Yeah. He's got the. I mean,
The
I
other
appreciate.
side's like morning face.
I appreciate his thoroughness. He's got some.
I'm just giving you shit.
No, but it's gonna be done soon. But the one side's looking good. He doesn't
does
want
look good.
He doesn't want to do the hood. He's psycho about the hood. I don't want to do the hood. I don't like the way it's gonna do. You can rattle can it. He calls it rattle canning it. I'm like, I'm not going to spray paint the front of my damn truck. So we're still negotiating on that. We have a logo we're going to put on it we had a, Melissa was pregnant last year with our son, and we lost him about halfway through the pregnancy. So we're going to put a nice logo at the top of the truck that, is in tribute to him, a little angel logo with his name. So, it's going to mean something to us. He's kind of looking
That's
over us.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So, but yeah, we're getting there. We definitely, getting some really good bookings. It doesn't seem to be too difficult to get that. I want to get in the leads group, get that worked out, and so I could.
He's not a Facebook guy.
Oh no! You know what? I'm finding out a lot of that around here. They don't like it.
It's necessary.
I know
evil.
it is. It totally is. I've logged back in. I'm in it. I look at it once in a while. I need to do it more often. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get into it. This association is gonna make me, succeed.
That's what we're here for, my friend.
I don't take anything less than succeeding anyway. That's just my standard anyway. What's that, baby?
Somebody's got a baby.
Oh, somebody's got a dog in here. There's AJ doing his thing.
Yeah,
that's a good guy. He gave me a lot of advice about a month ago. There's a lot of great people in this association. I mean, everybody's very friendly.
Well,
I've found nothing but helpful people.
When we started, that was kind of the mantra that we wanted to set. It's like everybody helps everybody, and if you're not, then you know what? There's other.
Send them my way. If you got
can
anybody
join.
who wants some advice, I'm an open book. I will tell anybody anything they want to know, because you know what? At this level, you're either gonna take our advice and do it, which is work and takes effort, or you're just not, and you're gonna fail. I mean, it's. I'm not worried about anybody ever stealing what I do and what I can do, because it takes effort.
Yep.
What is going on?
Well, listen, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah, anytime.
We got to
Anytime.
get the music turned down in the background, apparently, because there's some greedy people that want to hog the jukebox. So get that situation taken care of.
Probably AJ. He's got to crank his shit.
Look forward to seeing y'all on the streets.
Yes, sir.
Big Dog's Westchester Pizza.
That's right. Westchester style pizza.